Have you seen anything from Wimbledon that will make you change your style of play at all to anything going into this game?
No, I think we've got to go with ourselves. I think the last game we played in the league, I think we're pretty caught in two minds, and that's from the management team and in terms of the tactics. I think we've got to go into this game live on TV. Let's go and show how we play. And yeah, I think if we can give a good impression of ourselves, we'll give ourselves a good chance of the game. I think the way they play is probably designed for us to play the way we play. So
that's good to know.
Did you go and watch them against Gillingham this thing?
Yeah, we were up there, Gillingham, little three-course meal beforehand, and yeah, up in the nice posh seats, nice comfy.
Did you get rid of the pork chops to have the kids meal?
That's embarrassing.
Nice, the chairman's ruining the press conference. Yeah, we went and watched them.
Can you see more than that? Rather than the video, you can see a lot more when it's not.
Yeah, I think it's nice to see people up close and personal. You see the proper size of people. I think on TV it's different. Yeah, so it's good to get a measure of them. And again, we know they've got threats. We know they're a good side. It was the worst game of football in the world. It was hard to really, take too much from it. I think they're playing against another League Two side. They're not playing against Ramsgate, so I think the way they play against us might be slightly different. And will they put a full side out against us after watching Charlton against Clay Valley? Maybe they won't. So I think we just got to worry about ourselves.
So you're on a good run of form, and you've beaten Woking to get to this round. What message will you be looking to get across to the lads on the build-up to Monday?
Enjoy it. Yeah, it's, whether we say it a lot or not, there's an awful lot of pressure on everyone at the football club. We're desperate to get promoted. Club's missed out. For the last few seasons, it's been close. We are desperate to be promoted. So every league game, we are desperate and obsessed by getting that 3 points. I think this is probably the first game this season where there is no pressure on us. We've got to go out and enjoy it, embrace the week, because we're going to be back to league action soon, and and we need to be right on our game. So yeah, embrace the week, but also we do have a chance. It's not get too downbeat. We do have a chance, and we'll have to be our best to do that.
Yeah. Obviously, so far you've had a lot of success. Are you surprised at how quickly the squad has gelled? Because it's more or less a brand new squad, and normally that takes at least a season or two to gel, and it's just clicked almost instantly.
Yeah, I say you normally think it's going to take a little bit longer. I think the cup runs we've had, trophy, and the FA Cup, I think have been great for us. That's given us 10 to 15 games, an opportunity for the players to sort of get to know each other more, because you've got good players. That's one thing. Throwing them all together, expecting it to just work, is another thing. And I think we've slowly adapted the way we play, and we've struck a nice balance. But I think it's probably a better question for the players.
This month in the summer, and it's more about the recruitment side of it and the personality side. Like the gaffer alluded to, like you can have the best players in the world, but if you're not going to get on as players and off the pitch and on the pitch, it's not going to work off the pitch. And you can see from when we get the results, Woking, for example, the whole team doing the celebration at the end, and including the fans with that. So yeah, I think that's a lot of it, where the fans have got that connection with the team already, and we're 2.5 months in.
I think in pre-season we picked up some real weaknesses. I think where our schedule, we had teams pulling out on us, and that, we had quite a disjointed set of games, and in terms of the level of opposition, it probably wasn't good enough across the board in pre-season. I think we really did need these cup runs. I think it's really important for us. JT signed literally I think a week before the season started. 2 days, yeah. So suddenly we're playing with a different type of striker. And although JT's scored a lot of goals, again I still think we still haven't got the best out of you, for example. I think there's more to come from the team. I think like Saturday played against a good opposition, different style of football. And I think that's posed more questions for us of how we're going to improve going forward. So yeah, I still think we're learning an awful lot about the team.
Where it is, it's a relatively new squad, considering not bearing in mind the squad last season. This success you've had so far, this season, does that then raise the benchmark for where Ramsgate should be aiming to compete going forwards?
Yeah, I think we all know in non-league, certainly in this area of the county, we know that Ramsgate should be higher in the pyramid than what they are. You know, and obviously I weren't here before, so I can't comment on why they've not regressed to those levels. But you know, it's a big club on and off the pitch at this level of football. You know, it's a fact that it's the biggest club in the current league we're in. If you look at the gates, etc., and the infrastructure, the grassroots section of the club, etc., it's easily the biggest. So it should be higher, but you know, football's not played on what should happen. You know, we've just got to take it a game at a time, and we've got to be the ones that get that promotion. I think once we get one promotion, I think the club, I think it will snowball.
You're second top goal scorer in the FA Cup at the moment. How does that drive you in the following game?
For the Wimbledon game?
Yeah, for the Wimbledon game.
Well, I'll be honest, I've been asked that question a few times over the last few days, and I went into the working game maybe thinking about that. I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't as a striker.
Yeah.
It's one of the highest personal accolades I could win at this level.
So,
Yeah, it'd be nice to do it, but to get through to the third round proper would be the dream. No, even if I score or not. But obviously if I do score, it's just adding to the whole event really. It's a massive event for the whole town, the club, the fans, all of us, all the players. So that extra thing is just something on the side, you know, that if I get a goal then it would be quality, wouldn't it?
yeah, it made us.
20 coaches travelling up Monday, 1,500 fans. How does that make you feel, and how much of a part have they played this season?
It's incredible, isn't it? You know, when I go back to when I was selling the club to league. I said, you know, come down to Ramsgate. You probably wouldn't have had too much knowledge about Ramsgate other than playing in a pre-season game against Ramsgate. But we come here that night, and there was a lot of activity going on at the club. And I said to Lee, there's big crowds here, you know, and it will be an exciting place to play football. And I think the supporters have really backed that up. It helps that we're winning, you know. Can the supporters keep doing that when we're not winning? And then actually, on Saturday, we're 1-0 down at half time and not particularly showing an awful lot. And you could hear our fans there away from home, and that's where it matters. So I think there's been a lot of bonding between the fans and the players. And again, it sounds cringy at this level of football, but you know, it is like a 12th man. It does make a difference, and I think everyone's excited when we're playing at home. I think everyone's excited to be here.
I just want to say on that, I was here 14 years ago when I was 18, and we were only getting 100 fans, 200 fans to home games. And I remember our current kit man, Phil, he was always in the stand, and there's a handful of fans that are still here from back then. And it's extra special to share those moments, you know, with Mick Twyman and a few of the other fans that had been here all that time, and they were part of that 100, and now it's 1,000 average a game. We went to Tottenham's our home game, and to see how the club's grown and how the fan base has grown, it's just special for me being from the local area, and see a lot of people I know up here with their kids, so it's good.
Does the youth help with that, do you think, bringing more fans into the club?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think having nearly 80 grassroots teams at the club, one of the biggest in the country. You know, so massive credit to James, to Ian Heath, and the people behind the scenes that have been able to set that infrastructure up. So I think if you quite often have at non-league football, you'll have one man come in with a load of money, throw a load of money at it. It'll be really exciting for a couple of seasons, and then it just goes.
Play by.
Yeah. Whereas here, you've got that pure foundation there, and if James was to walk away tomorrow, the club's still in a great position. You know, it's not going anywhere, and that foundation, it's creating new supporters, and you know, it's the next generation of Mick Twymans, etc. But just on a much bigger scale. You know, you see them around the town, etc. in Ramsgate shirts.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's like all pubs are advertising the game live.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly that, and it's nice to see. You know, when we come back from Tottenham, it's nice to go to St Lawrence. I don't drink, but it was nice to go in there and just see how much it meant to local people.
And some tattoos been made.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about Lee. Lee,
you're probably the most experienced player in the squad
Yeah.
in Football League. What is your role? Does it change on Monday and probably arguably some of these guys' biggest games?
I suppose so, but we're quite experienced across the board, aren't we? Really, yeah, I think we all bounce off each other, don't we? In that sense, you know, there's a couple of times where, you know, I've lent on Westy, Westy's lent on me. Big Joe Law, he's a big character, isn't he? Larger than life. So
We need that.
but I think we've added Craig Stone, an influential figure who's sort of been there and done it, especially at non-league level. AT, you know, he comes with a bag full of goals, but also loads of games and experience. And we all worked together previously, didn't we? Absolutely. So we knew each other off the pitch as well. So we kind of get what, you know, Wesley might be different to what a JT might need, you know. So I think that's the big thing, is that we understand the group. We've got a lot of people that we've worked with before, and it's the person first and foremost, not footballer, that we can, you know, gauge and see how they're feeling and how they cope with certain things. So
And you've been past the third round anyway, haven't you? So
Marcus has got the best stories, yeah.
yeah, I could the boring stories. Yeah.
I'm going to go there because someone's got to go there. Who do you want in the third round when you get there? Because you're going to get there. It's going to happen.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. United.
I'll be Arsenal as well.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Probably United for you, isn't it? Yeah.
Some of these.
Not much of a day out.
I'm not sure how good it'd be when we're out there, but it'd be nice.
To be fair though, there's about 50 clubs you could have. other than Rangers, you know, they're alright.
I know we've discussed it before, but obviously it's a shame that Alfie Paxman's missing the game due to picking up so many yellow cards. Do you think that rule needs to change? Because obviously he's played 7 games up until then, and now obviously the Premier League teams are dropping in third round, fresh start. It's so many games not to pick up that certain amount of yellows. It needs to be looked at, that rule.
It needs to be, but it won't be, because it doesn't favour the bigger clubs, does it? You know, for me, after the qualifying rounds, it should again start again and move forward.
Yeah.
I think it's a shame that, you know,
It really
it's
is.
a big day out for someone
Exactly.
like Alf, you know, and I know him well, and you know, as much as you'll put on a brave face, that will be hurting deep down.
Yeah.
Our job now is to carry us through to the next round. So, you know, I think that'll be in the team talk, won't it? And that'll be something that
We'll be there with ourselves anyway.
Yeah, but we talk about the magic of the cup, and we felt that magic. Feels like a little bit gets taken away with, you know, with rules like that.
Mm.
You know, if you'd had a straight red in the last round, I could understand that, but it's quite harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ben, had the trophy game at Hythe been played on the Saturday, would you have played the full team, or would you have still gone with the youth section effectively?
No, we would have rotated the squad. You know, we've actually not put consistent 11s out every week.
No.
You know, we've had different players that have come in for different games. And we would have probably continued that. Certainly, we'd have had young players in the squad.
More
Because
first team that you actually went
yeah,
with.
it would have been more of a first team side than we would have went with. And obviously, yeah, we still went there to try and win the game.
Yeah.
I think
it's a good performance overall.
Massive
considering the
massive credit to the 23 that
lads,
played.
yeah.
I thought they did really well. Obviously, we had Joe Law and Sinclair Christie played.
Yeah.
You know, and again, credit to them too. I thought they showed great experience there, great leadership, the young lads. And we want to bring young players through. As much as we want to get promoted, we want to get young players coming through. The only way they're going to get that is if they go out on loan or we actually play them. The league games are difficult to play these players in, because we've got a good squad of players. It's not like we're short in areas, and there's a lot riding on it. So the cup games, you know, the FA Trophy, there was nothing riding on it for us really. We were just, again, it's another chance to make history. We'd already made history. It's the furthest the club's ever got. It would have been nice to have got on, but it is what it is. You know, always next year, and you know, good luck to Hythe. You know, it is what it is. FA Cup was more important, and the league is more important than both of them. So,
I know you've got 1,000 players, 80 teams, but I don't see many local teams or teams at this level that have so many kids that actually race the players and vice versa. So is that a thing that you actually raced or you're raced together? But it's great to see at the end of the game so many of the kids interacting with the players, really enjoying it, because it's the highlight of their week now.
Yeah.
Ramjack.
it's hard at the end of the game. It's hard to get all the players in to just quick debrief, because the players are actually running around, kicking the ball around with the youngsters. So the time the players have for the youth players, etc. Your under sevens that are coming on the pitch afterwards. I think it's credit to the people that we've signed, because there are players that would literally blank them and go in. I think we've got a very, very good set of players in that respect, good characters, and also when we signed these players, we said that you will be the heroes. Players will want to have your name on the back of their shirt. So players will want to get signatures, etc. And and that's happened. And I think that's another extra percentage of being a big club. I think
It's a star now, and I think the way it's gone is astronomical, because you now got them young lads that maybe in 10, 15 years, 12 years will want to get to the first team. And you lads there will get them the inspiration to do it as well. So,
But I mean, so I'll add on to that. Where else do you go and run on the pitch and meet these superstars in a Joe Taylor? Like my son didn't even want to walk out with me the other day. So that's not the hero. It's TJ, Mike West, JT.
and you're fourth. I think Hans is nearly in
I
fourth.
think I might be fifth, yeah.
I think the brand of football we play helps as well, though. I don't know, I can speak to many fans and they say it's the best football you've seen for many years. It's that myself. Being a youngster, you don't want to see it in the air, do you? You want to see it like Barcelona playing Man City. I think that helps.
and that feeds in with the setup in the youth system. We've got Sean, that is the sort of head of youth. He's also a link between the 23s and the first team. He literally works across every age group of the club, I think. But he's trying to embed the same philosophy lower down in the club, and you see that on the training line, etc. So for them to come on a Saturday and see that implemented by the first team players, I think just ties everything together. And say hopefully we can create our next Joe Taylor.
Yeah, I think these two boys came through pro clubs and they've had like much bigger careers.
Sheltered lifestyles and that.
Sheltered lifestyles, yeah. Bigger careers than I've had, but for someone like me who's from the local area and I've come through the youth system, I came through Margate's youth system, but I joined Ramsgate at a young age, and for the parents of these kids to come and see that there's TJ playing on the pitch and what the club have done for TJ. TJ does a lot of coaching in the local community, and he knows a lot of them kids personally, So he's signing 200 autographs a game. TJ, he's their hero on and off the pitch, and that's just so amazing to see. But to see TJ come through the youth, playing such a big part in our team, and the parents of these kids are thinking, my son could do that.
It's relatable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I think going back to the Woking game, I'd like Joe to get his the golden boot, but I don't think there could have been a better player, a better story than TJ scoring in that game. Possibly shouldn't have played in that game because he got quite a nasty injury sort of a week or so before. But yeah, that game for his club that he's been at for a long time, yeah, I think that was a huge moment for him that they will never forget.
What a goal as well.
And a great goal.
That was unbelievable. Wasn't it?
Goal of the round.
There's a roar as well behind that.
Yeah.
Oh, behind it going, what's wow,
Yeah.
mate, loud.
I've never seen you run so far for your goal.
Oh, if I'm a kid.
It's like one of those, I don't know where to go. Yeah.
Your kid was trying to find Joe.
5 years ago, it wouldn't have been an issue scoring goals, but
That was really the stars anyway.
What's the plan like between now and Monday? How many times do you see each other? Are you training? What's the plan?
Yes,
I'm dying to hear this. Go on, because we haven't been told.
Great job tonight.
My wife's watching now. Kids' days.
So we're training tonight as normal, and then we're gonna have a little get together on Saturday. So 2 sessions. To be honest with you,
That's a training session, not a night out, by the way.
to be honest, we're desperate for training sessions. We're playing Saturday, Tuesday. We are desperate for training sessions. There's things we really need to work on. So we'll split up the 2 training sessions before Wimbledon. It'll be a bit about us in terms of our improvement, a bit about Wimbledon. And as Seb's prepared some videos on Wimbledon. The boys are all looking forward to watching. So it's just great to get together again, be around each other. As I say, been a lot of pressure on the players. So just coming here and actually tonight, having that camaraderie, that enjoyment again, it's good. It just gives us a little break, and then we can go again.
I know you had a ban on them talking about Monday's game, didn't you? at some point?
There was a ban, and then
Are they allowed to talk about it now?
they can talk about it now. Yeah, absolutely. There was a ban, and then I had Gabriel Clark and the ITV crew in the changing room, so that's why I can't talk about the FA Cup.
Sorry,
There's already
can't
cameras
say
in there. So I think I owe 50 quid to the pot for that.
50 quid.
So yeah, but I think the mentality of the players to continue the league form whilst all this is going on. You've seen that Craig can do that. You've seen that Sheppy can do that. You know, our boys to continue that form where could quite easily have just had a Tuesday night offer at Cold and Horrible. I think it goes to show we're in a good position league wise.
Slightly different question for the players. Does it make much of an impact going 1 week playing on fake grass to 1 week playing on grass? Does that make any difference to you?
You not see me walk in?
Personally, I actually prefer 3G now because I'd rather a bad 3G than, say, last weekend at Cray where it's muddy and bobbly, and especially the way we play. So personally, I actually prefer 3G. But I don't know, some of the other boys...
Smarts.
Anything, mate, it's tough. It's, no, you know what, it's going from grass to Astro with my ankle is tough, but I think a good old ice bath at 11 o'clock sat in it.
I see that, but being Mark, I mean, the other week we did 11.5k. Like, you don't even realise you're doing that amount of running, and that obviously does take its toll.
It's easier with the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, but
It's always easier.
still a lot of running.
Yeah, that is the big thing is when we're a team that want to play ball, playing out.
Surely the pitch at Lewis though was pretty good.
Oh yeah, the pitch at Lewis was very good, but this pitch is also really good to play on. The ball zips about the pitch. But so when you go from that to, Craig Valley at the weekend was cold conditions and the pitch wasn't great, but we've got to learn how to play on that too. So yeah, for me it doesn't affect my body too much. Some I know does a lot of other players, but it affects the way we play, and we're still learning how to do that individually.
That's why we need the training sessions, because we are probably at 60%, I would say, to our capacity.
Did you train on grass as well or not?
No, we have just been on 3G. I mean, if there was a facility that midweek that had a grass pitch, I think we would use it. Maybe Saturday we might go and train at grass, because it is different.
Yeah.
I think physically it takes more out of you on a grass pitch. I think certainly now when the boots are getting clogged up with extra mud, it's extra weight on the on the players. Obviously, you've got to say they know about it. I know about that more. But,
Just a message to them 1,500 fans, and then the thousands are probably watching it in Ramsgate, the town of Ramsgate, all the pubs as well. Just a message for them.
just enjoy it.
Up the Rams, yeah.
Enjoy it, embrace it. No matter what the score, etc., you've got your home team on national TV. How often in the club's history? Well, never. There you go. I'll answer that. Never in the club history has it been on national TV for a live game. So, it doesn't come around too often for non-league clubs. Enjoy it.